So ito pong yung i-share ko po ngayon, it's nothing technical. It's really just a story. So here's my Bokashi story. So first siguro po, I'll introduce myself. So my name is Hannah and this is my family. I would call myself more of environmentally literate as opposed to an advocate kasi although most of my friends, they call me an advocate, but I think marami pa akong kakaining bigas bago ko ma-consider yung sarili ko as a full-on advocate. But ever since I was a child, I really have a big interest in sustainability, in the environment. So all throughout my career talaga, I go parang ang usual career path ko is either social dev or environment. So currently po, I work for a local airline, working on social and environmental sustainability. We are a very small family. I am an only child. I have 2 kids. We have a mixed household. So it's my family and then yung parents ko, sometimes they stay with us. So that contributes to the food waste in the household. So we live in a small condo unit. And then we have a small laundry cage, so small rooftop. And so just to continue with the theme of small, so I really believe that small things and small actions can lead to big changes. Just to start, I'm sharing with you a picture of kung ano yung itsura um, ng waste waste pile, waste dump dito sa condo namin. So this is something that's really bad to see and it's also really sad because I know na even in nice communities it can also happen. So it's not unique to our condo compound. This is probably a problem that that every city experiences, not only in the Philippines, but also in the world. So parang ito rin po yung naging trigger sa akin to think of ways on how our small household can contribute to this problem na we are not adding on dun sa baho and dun sa tambak nung waste dump dito sa condo because it's really bad. It's a nice community. And we know that a lot of professionals live here, but then it's like this. So that's when I decided to look for ways on how I can compost on my own. So why did we decide to compost? So to reduce waste and improve segregation from our home. And I'd also like to teach my kids about composting, not even like full-blown composting, but just the basic concepts of reduce, reuse, recycle, what's biodegradable, what's non-biodegradable, and also to challenge myself because of all the consumer guilt. Na-mention ko nga po kanina na I am an aspiring, environment advocate, but then I can't go full-blown because I admit na minsan, alam mo yun, mahina din naman na I tend to, purchase takeout, all those disposables. So parang this is my way of at least striking a balance between some of the shortcomings against Mother Earth. So just a bonus, composting would definitely reduce landfill waste, and this is good for the planet. I didn't put this as the first one because we're just one family. And I know that there has to be a lot more families doing this para talaga makapaggawa ng dent sa environment. And then why did I choose Bokashi? I think it came at the right place and at the right time. So when the time came that I was looking for, for a solution, nakita ko naman na ina-advertise siya. I was looking sa Shopee, ganyan. And then nakita ko si Bokashi Pinoy that looked sturdy. And then I asked support. I asked Miss Lani if okay ba sa small space. And then the kit has everything that I needed. And then yun nga, meron pa siyang support group. So I got the kit. So right place, right time. So I'm just going to share my Bokashi journey in pictures. So I started July 17, 2019. So syempre, sabi po dun sa ating instructions, you get the ice cream container, and then put it near your kitchen sink. And then so yun nga, binrief ko si Ate Day namin, yung aking yaya, that all kitchen waste like fruit peelings, vegetables, scrap, we put it here. So siguro I get it, and then inaakyat ko siya dun sa bucket every 2 days because that's when we fill it up. Nakakatawa nga po kasi yung bucket ko po nasa rooftop ng condo, and the people usually see me going up the stairs holding my ice cream buckets. And then one time, may isa pang kasambahay na nagsabi dun sa ate namin na, "Ate, meron ba kayong alaga dun sa taas? Ano ba yung mga pinapakain ni ma'am dun?" Sabi ko, "Ay, meron nga po akong, may alaga nga ako dun." Marami akong alaga dun. Oo. So yun. Nung habang when I was starting, ano ba yung mga fears ko? Sabi ko kanina kay Miss Lani, syempre, if you're new to it, you have a lot of worries. So yung fear ko is bumaho at saka pestehin, magkaroon ng langaw, ipis, ganyan. And then, isa pang fear is ireklamo ng kapitbahay. And then next one is yung parang parang baka mandiri ako, tas ayoko na. Kasi syempre, you're gonna put the trash inside, tas sasara mo, bubuksan mo na naman. So parang baka hindi ko siya matagalan. But, challenge it. So it was challenge to myself. So I kept on doing it. And so here are some of the pictures. I used a plastic plate and a plastic sheet para sa top, para pwede ko rin siyang hawakan. Tapos i-push further, parang gawing compact. Tapos yung Bokashi tea, nung pinopost ko nga to sa Facebook, meron pa akong tita nagtanong, iniinom ba yung Bokashi tea? Sabi ko, ay hindi yan iniinom. So yung Bokashi tea, although yung trash po namin parang medyo dry siya, hindi masyadong ma-juice. So every other day tinitingnan ko rin siya kasi pag pinatagal bumabaho siya. So my bucket was full about around July 30 thanks to the rambutan season, kasi kung walang rambutan, feeling ko hindi namin siya mapupuno ng mabilis. And then based on experience, since sa condo, medyo kinakabahan ako when I'm dumping out the Bokashi tea. Kasi like Miss Lani, I didn't have a garden. So I didn't have any use for the tea. So I just dump it dun sa sewer. Kaya lang minsan, meron akong kasabay na naglalabad dun sa rooftop. So parang naaamoy niya yung Bokashi tea. For me, it's not bad smelling. It's like fermented. Parang fruit, parang very hinog na fruit. Kaya lang baka sa ibang tao, it can be offensive. Pero hindi naman siya nagreklamo. So by August 18, napuno na namin yung bucket. And sobrang saya ako nung napuno siya kasi pwede ko na siya takpan. Tapos next stage na. So I labeled it. Kasi si Ate Day, si Yaya, sobrang excited din siya. Mahilig din siyang tinitingnan kung ano na yung nangyayari. So, nilagyan ko siya ng do not disturb. Tapos, that time, tamang-tama naman, nanalo ako ng prize kay Miss Lani ng second bucket. Kaya, doon na rin ako. Yung next na yun, doon yung susunod ko ng mga food scrap. I think for small scale, if you're a small household, 2 buckets is good because you can alternate between buckets and composting. So, yan. yun. It took me a while. So after September 1, I wasn't able to transfer my trash. And then I asked the group, the support group, kung okay lang ba yun. They said it was okay. Kasi I had a problem with the, what do you call this, the big container, the mega box. So since I was a first timer, I didn't want to buy. Kasi sabi ko, baka mamaya pumalpak, sayang. And then, parang wala rin akong time to buy that time. So, tamang-tama. I had a drawer. So, yung plastic drawer na I had to dispose kasi nag-crack na yung ilalim. So, I asked, do you think this can work? I asked sila Miss Lani. Sabi na, sige, let's try. You can try it. So, with the help of my dad, binutasan namin yung sides, yung ilalim of the drawers. And it was good because it's a space saver. So, parang bumagay siya dun sa rooftop. So, yan na yung naging, compost bin. Compost box. So, yan. So, September 10, finally nakakuha na rin po ako ng lupa because medyo natagalan din bago ako nakakuha ng lupa. The moment of truth. Natatakot akong buksan yung bucket kasi baka mabaho. So, parang hala, tas baka may dumaan, mabahuan. Pero sige lang, andyan na, ano naman gagawin ko dun sa Bokashi ko, di ba? So, ito po yung itsura ng basura. So, medyo nag-brown na sila, but they still look like basura. Ayan. And after a while, tinanggal ko rin yung mask ko kasi ang init. Tsaka hindi ako makahinga. So, okay naman siya. Hindi siya bulok. Talagang, kasi hindi ako kumakain ng kimchi that time. Pero ang description would be amoy kimchi. Well, eventually nakaamoy ako ng kimchi. Oo nga, amoy kimchi nga siya. So, yan, nilagay ko siya dyan. And then, September 10 ako nag-start, nagkulang yung soil ko. So, eventually nakakuha ko ng soil. And then, by September 27, nilipat ko most of my bucket sa 4 layers of the drawers. So, meron ako natira pang konting food scrap dun sa bucket ko. Hindi sila kasya eh. So, yun. I included a picture of these, yung mga plastic cup, basura, kasi yung soil ko po, it came from the river, yung sa tabing ilog. Humingi po kasi ako sa Laguna, sa parents ko, and what they brought me was soil from Ilog Binyan. And it was just a wake-up call na biro mo yung soil doon, talagang naka-embed po yung basura sa kanya, the plastics. So I had to take it out. Pero it's just so sad to see. Kasi mukhang luma na yung plastic and it's still there. So yun lang, parang rin niya na parang oh no, ito talaga parang ilang taon na tong plastic doon. So yun, ito lang, it's just various pictures of the compost in different stages. I don't know why there were worms there because wala naman silang worm nung start. I guess merong way yung nature to put earthworms there. And then sometimes I saw mushrooms and may mga nag-grow na mga weeds dun sa aking compost. I think it's probably not good for me to keep on looking at it kasi na-expose siya sa hangin. But I was just so excited habang ginagawa yung process. And there's a picture of my kid na hinawakan niya yung earthworm. Kasi yung ibang layers, walang worm. So, ang nangyayari sa akin, kinukuha ko yung worm, tapos nililipat ko sa ibang layer. So, balikan ko lang yung composting fears ko kanina. So, ayokong bumaho, ayokong mareklamo ako ng kapitbahay, and baka mandiri ako. But, in the end, all of these were busted. Kasi parang okay lang naman siya. So, naging mas confident na ako na itong condo composting, Bokashi composting, it really works for small spaces and condo living. So, July 2019, we still had the kitchen waste. By December 2019, I was able to harvest my first batch of compost. So, kailangan ko pa siyang i-filter or i-sift kasi meron pang iba na buo-buo. But I was already able to harvest. So top 3 realizations, sabi ko nga kanina, it can be done. But to be honest, I can also say that it's not for everyone because of yun nga, it takes time, it takes mindset change, and kung medyo sensitive sa mga gumagapang and sa basura, baka hindi siya for everyone. But notably, meron akong office mate na for me, medyo high maintenance siya. Nainggit siya. She bought a kit. And then, she's also doing the composting now. So, okay naman. Okay naman din siya. And then, another realization is waste is waste. We have, meron tayong notion na plastic, styrofoam, yan yung waste, yan yung tinatapon. But food waste is still waste. It will still end up in our landfills and release toxic gases into the atmosphere. So even if it's biodegradable, too much of it and unwise use of it is still waste. And another realization is it's not enough that that I'm doing it or my family is doing it. I think more people should be able to do it. Okay. So more pictures. So eventually I was able to plant things in my compost. And then my top 3 lessons is to really ask questions and learn from others. So maybe not only in the support group, pwede rin mag-research. Meron ding mga Facebook groups on gardening. Like, ang dami kasi, it's continuous. Like, for example, kanina ko lang nalaman through Miss Lani na yung Bokashi compost pala is very acidic and not too good for leafy greens. Kasi nalulungkot na ako, hindi ako makabuhay ng petsa eh. So, parang kinuwento ko kay Miss Lani, sabi ko, hindi ako makabuhay. Sabi niya, kasi pag leafy greens, they do not like acidic soil. So, that's a good learning. And then another lesson for me is don't forget to harvest your juice kasi babaho siya. And then use enough soil when you're doing stage 3. Kasi that was one of my problems. Bumaho yung stage 3 ko. And then akala ko idadump ko na siya kasi sabi ni Yaya, hindi na daw siya makapagsampay dun sa laundry cage kasi mabaho. So sinabi lang ni Miss Lani sa akin and si Sir Roy, one of the members in our support group before, na dagdagan ko ng parang brown matter para maging medyo dry. And dagdagan ko ng soil. Tapos yun, na-solve niya yung problem. So that's something that I will not forget. And then another lesson is to be patient because we really can't hurry nature or predict. Kasi iba-iba yung mangyayari, iba-iba yung conditions. So what can work for me in our rooftop might be different in your case, or dahil iba talaga yung conditions, iba yung climate, and then iba yung mga insects na nandito. Kasi napansin ko rin, iba-iba talaga yung insects na pumapasok dun sa Bokashi bin ko. Like right now, yung active ko na bin, walang worms. Hindi ko pa na-ID kung ano yung mga nakatira sa kanya ngayon. And so after the journey, so that was December 2019. So tinutuloy-tuloy ko pa rin siya hanggang ngayon. And I think okay din na naging way of life na siya sa akin, composting as a way of life, kasi hindi ko na siya parang laging binubulat-lat. And I think it's really better left alone. Lalo na yung pag dun sa kaka-berry pa lang sa soil. Kasi para magawa niya talaga yung science, magawa niya talaga yung natural composting niya. Kasi napansin ko mas mabilis na nag-degrade yung food waste ko ngayon na hindi ko na siya araw-araw tinitingnan. And then, isa ko pang goal is to finally harvest my own food. I am also not a gardener, so nag-compost ako. So I am just trying to do it. So marami na pong namatay kasi nga, we can't control nature. So it's something that I still have to study. And yung third goal is to influence others to also try it and to also do it. And yung isa kong question and maybe another challenge is how can we do it in a larger scale? Like in a community or isang restaurant, kung paano siya pwedeng gawin. So, I think that's the end of my Bokashi story. It's still an ongoing story, but for the sharing. So, ito lang, I leave you with some of the pictures. So, yan yung 2 kids ko na pinapag-plant ko sila minsan. And then, ito yung aking mga quarantine plants and yung kaisa-isang pechay na nabuhay. na nabuhay ko ngayong quarantine. So, that's all. So, I hope you were inspired a little bit and you became excited to do your composting after listening to my story. I'll stop sharing.
Thank you, Hannah, for sharing your story. Ayaw lang kita interrupt kanina because I think when we were talking earlier, no, ni Hannah, sabi niya, medyo na-disillusion siya dahil wala siya nabuhay na pechay and lettuce. Sabi ko, maybe it will make you feel better that I share with you that I'm still a serial plant killer. Sabi ko, bira ako makabuhay ng lettuce at saka ng pechay. And nito lang din quarantine ako nakabuhay ng marami-raming lettuce. Because inamend ko talaga yung yung bokashi soil ko. Noong una kasi pinagpipilitan kong mag-grow ng pechay and lettuce sa bokashi compost just to prove something. Pero yun nga you can't control nature eh. Talagang acidic ang bokashi. Mahirap talagang buhayin ng pechay at saka lettuce doon. So kailangan ko siyang i-amend. Inamend ko siya ng fish amino acid sa kalpos. So yun medyo nabuhay na siya. So kayo po, mga kasama namin dito sa meeting, do you have any questions for Hannah? Particularly yung mga nag-i-start pa lang sa challenge.
Oh, I want to speak out. Hannah, thank you so much for sharing this. We are greatly inspired. Rest assured na we will try our best talaga na we will grow into herds. Hindi lang pasampu-sampu, hindi it would be a flock or a herds talaga. Kasi yun din ang aming common goal ni Lani na nakaka-inspire na meron pang isa rin na ganun. Actually, madami na tayo. Ganun. So, thank you so much.
I think si Sir Dong wants to ask a question. Wala lang siyang audio. Anyone else who wants to ask a question for Miss Hannah?
Janina?
Also, nung una, medyo hesitant si Miss Hannah mag-share kasi daw hindi naman siya gardener, ganun. Sabi ko, okay lang yun. Actually, it will be good for her to share her story kasi marami rin katulad niya na hesitant, natatakot, baka bumaho, and she has gone through the journey. So, it's good to share that. And sabi ko, mas okay yung honest na sharing ng story because people appreciate the honesty because it also addresses their own fears, di ba? Yun, alam na natin na, oy, founded naman pala, justified naman pala na natatakot ako sa Bokashi na to. So, and you were able to overcome that. Yung sabi mo nga, busted yung mga fears na yun. So, if anyone...
Kasi pag hindi mo tinry, pag hindi kasi siya tinry, paano mo malalaman if ang dami ng, like I see in your the Facebook page na marami nang nakakagawa nito, yung iba nga indoor pa. So parang hindi naman, baka pwede nga siya. So pwede nga.
Oo, marami pa rin tayo talaga na enthusiast na nasa condo. And still, same fear, no? Paulit-ulit siya na we have to address all of those fears. Na pinagtsatsagaan naman ng mga mentors na i-address din. Every time we have a challenge, we have to go through that daily, no? Yung isa-isahin yung mga fears na yun. And iba-iba eh. Sabi mo nga, iba-iba ang environment, iba-iba yung pinanggagalingan. Meron lang mga general na similarities. Pero we also learn from people like you. We learn from most of the challengers as well. Ayan na si Janina, na-unmute na siya. Baka may tanong siya.
Good evening po. Thank you po sa story ninyo, Ma'am Hannah. Bale, ang question ko po, ano po yung biggest hurdle ninyo habang nagbo-bokashi kayo? And what was your way to troubleshoot it or what did you do to deal with it po?
Siguro, I can share two hurdles. So, the first hurdle would be asking the people at home to save the food waste, the scraps. Kasi nasanay yung mga tao na tinatapon lang siya. So, ayaw nila na may naiiwan dun sa sink namin na ano kasi babaho, dudumi. So, yun yung first hurdle. And then, for that, I just have to explain to them that this is something that we have to try para pwede tayo magtanim in the future and para hindi tayo makakadagdag dun sa baho dun sa tapunan dito sa condo. And then the next challenge was the stage 3. The stage 3 na mention ko rin kanina na nagkulang yung soil ko. Tapos masyadong konti yung naihalo ko dun sa Bokashi waste. So, ang nangyari, naging masyadong prone nga siya to na-expose yung waste, dumami yung insects, tapos hindi na ko-control yung smell. So, ko naman siya by asking dun sa chat group, like, what can I do to remedy this? Is this, parang sira na ba to? Kailangan ko na ba i-dump? So, na-remedy naman siya by adding, like, dried leaves and more soil on top of it. Tapos, okay naman siya. Yun lang.
Tsaka, Hana, naalala ko, there was a time na parang sabi mo, dinala mo yata yung iba mong Bokashi waste sa bahay nyo sa Laguna? Or was it the other way around? Your parents brought you some of their vegetable waste sa condo yata?
Oo.
Something like that.
Oo, nagpapasalubong. Yung parents ko uuwi dito, galing sa Laguna. Ang pasalubong nila sa akin, mga balat ng pinagkainan nila. Sabi, ayan, kasi alam namin mahilig ka dyan. So pati yung waste nila na nako-compost namin. Tapos, nung na-compost naman, naghati kami kasi nga wala naman akong garden pa dito. Yung mommy ko may garden siya sa Tagaytay. So, sinako ko yung compost, tapos yun, ginagamit niya siya dun sa garden niya. Pero this one naman more of parang sinascatter niya dun sa mga plants kasi sa sa ground siya talaga nag-garden. Mga ornamentals lang naman. Hindi siya mga veggies.
Mm-mm. So you've got full support from your family and at the same time yun din. Actually, ganun din yung iba yung compost, ganun lang ginagawa nila. Ang tawag ba nila doon? Anong tawag doon, Miss Nympha? Top coating ba tawag doon? Yung gini-sprinkle lang sa halaman.
Oo.
Mm-mm.
Top loading, sorry.
Basta something top. Toppings. Ayan.
Toppings.
Oo. How about Miss Anna? Do you have any question? Si Miss iPhone, si Miss Celia, at si Yeye. Do you have any question for Miss Anna?
Me, I don't have any questions. Very inspiring lang to try to do it the same way.
Yeah.
Wala din po akong tanong. Just to say thank you lang to Miss Hannah for sharing.
Ayun. Si Sir Dong, mukhang may audio na kayo, sir. Do you have any question?
Nakamute.
Nakamute siya. Nakamute pa rin po kayo. Hindi na kasi ako ang ano ngayon eh. Hindi ako ang host ngayon eh.
Paano ko ba i-surrender sa'yo?
Kiklik mo yung pangalan ko. You have to click my
okay.
name, and then more.
There.
Ayun.
Yun, okay.
Thank you. Try ko siyang
Kaya lang less than a minute na tayo.
Oo nga eh. Mapuputol na po tayo.
Magsalita. Anyway, what I learned from you, Hannah, is I have to be, kasi hindi talaga ako born na teacher. Maigsi ang pasensya ko. Gusto ko pag sinabi ko, alam mo na kaagad. O hindi ko pa sinasabi, alam mo na. So ngayon, natuto ako during our mentorship na program nito, Lani, na ang habaan ko ang pasensya at dadagdagan ko pa ang pasensya ko.
Correct. The returns naman is greater, Ma'am Linfa, as you can see. Sir Dong, meron na po kayong audio. Do you want to ask something or share something po?
Ay, sandali Hindi, mahina kasi ang aking audio.
Okay na po, narinig na namin kayo, loud and clear.
Hindi naka-second na ako. Second bucket na ako. Ngayon, so far, natutuwa ako doon sa aking ginagawa na na pag-iipon. At last Saturday, nakahingi ako ng sa mobile palengke ng mga gulay na yung nila, pinagtanggalan ng yung na itatapon na nila, humingi ako. Meron pala akong kasama doon na humihingi din. So, humingi lang ng konti para madagdagan ko din yung aking bucket.
Katribo natin. Katribo natin yung nangihingi na yun. Lumalaki na ang ating tribo.
Oo. Hindi, nag-garden din yung mga barangay kagawad. Tapos, inaano pala nila yun yung mga doon, gulay. Tinatanong ko kasi namimili din kami ng gulay. Sabi niya meron.
Guys, just to add and to address some of the issues raised by Hannah, we are also offering the stage 3 package. So please subscribe to our channel and also check out our Facebook page and also our Instagram page.